your live stream off of YouTube to Discord. Makes sense.
I don't know how to do that shit.
Just copy and paste the URL. Once you once you
I ain't
once your
nobody
live
got time for that.
it's easy though.
Alright, we're live, John. Hello everybody, I am Omega Recon Gaming with Jonathan. Caligold45, say hello, Jonathan.
What's good, everybody? We're about to talk about the
Terrible anime.
coolest
Terrible
romance anime that's out right now.
No. Anyway, so let's get started. So where do I?
So,
all right, I'm gonna start off first. So I'm gonna talk about the negative things, which is most of the show. So I had a lot to talk about, and since I was gonna talk about the negative things, Jonathan's gonna talk about the positive things. But I do have one positive thing that I will say on my behalf, because it's the only thing that I find. Well, there's two things, but like I like the main characters how they. Oh, spoilers! So I don't have to. If you're watching this and you haven't seen the show, well, I don't want you to see this show because it's shit. So, but for the people who do care and do want to see it, spoilers.
for the remaining of this live stream, we will be spoiling episodes 1 through 9. And keep in mind, we know the anime series is not complete, but we're just giving our overall thoughts of the anime so far. So we will possibly do an episode 12 review if it is going to be a 12-episode series.
No.
But
You can do that. I'm not doing that. I'm continuing watching this because I want to know how it ends to fully honestly. This show irks me on multiple levels.
why is that?
Okay, so let's
Please
get.
tell
But
us.
I want to tell them the first positive before I start railing on it.
Oh yes.
I love the animation.
I
It's
agree.
just a shame that it goes to this uncomfortable feeling show for me. I'll explain that in a little bit. And the second thing that I like, well, nah, I don't really like. I've thought about it. No, I don't like that really. All right, I feel like there's a good story trying to get out in this story. Let me declare. I can't even talk. There's a good story trying to get out, and let me talk about the. So I have. Let me just. I'm trying to. What's the word I'm thinking of? Disclaim. I'm trying to disclaim that I have no problem with who you're in love with. If you love the opposite gender or the same gender, that's fine with me. Do whatever you want. But I'm talking legal terms here. I'm talking legal terms. Incest is against the law. So I'm going by this and the fact that I am an older brother. So this kind of and this kind of stuff irks me. Because me and my sister are around, well, we're 4 years apart, but when I was in...
Are you blood related?
Yes, we're blood related, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It does not matter.
I'm just asking.
They are stepsisters.
Okay?
Yes, in the show they are stepsisters, but that does not make them in love with each other okay. If they did not need to be they did not need to be sisters. They could have literally been friends. The whole anime would be fine. Well, except for the sexual assault, which is another thing that pet peeves me, because I know a good amount of people who have been sexually assaulted, and I've helped a lot of them through that, and it's not a great thing to, a lot of the times, I don't want to go into too personal detail, but
they're not glorifying the sexual assault in the series.
When it happens, Jonathan, when it happens almost every single episode, sometimes multiple times in one episode, it's not okay. And this anime, who Crunchyroll is showing, where if you want to check this anime out, that's where you can go do it. Free plug Crunchyroll, hashtag, adpocalypse. Anyway.
But I would say you have to look at the context of how it's being used within the story, though, because, like I said, yes, I agree. Sexual assault, the fondling, yes, it's in the show, but you have to look at the context of how it's being presented. Because if you can understand that, then it's okay. It's
Oh
not like
yeah,
they're adding
and why
into
does
it.
May do sexually assault him? Because at first she lies and says that she does it just to shut her up. Which, first of all, saying that to someone who you're in love with is being an asshole. So that's May being an asshole. And then Yuza is the stupidest person. She's dumber than fucking Naruto. I didn't even
Yuzu.
know that was possible.
I wouldn't say she's dumber than Naruto. I mean, she
Oh,
has
she's
some
dumber
sense.
than
She cares.
Naruto.
She like
That doesn't
Naruto.
make her.
They both care about their friends and how, you know, they're being treated. And Yuzu, she cares about Mei and her feelings.
Yeah, she does. I get that. But here's the thing. Everything she does is because she wants her to be part of the family. She wants May to be part of. She wants May to go to the Christmas tree. May didn't want to go at first, but because Yuzu wanted to go, she said, "Okay, I'll go." Yuzu wants her to be more part of the family. She should want to go for her sake. She's like, "Hey, you know what? I want to spend time with my new family." Oh, speaking of the family, fuck the dad character. I hate
I
him.
mean, the
He
thing is, the
no,
dad he changed in the series because he
that's not
was
my
once
problem.
like a very
That's not my problem.
okay.
He was a strict asshole who became a good guy, and that's fine. That's good. He's a laid back dude. That's not my problem. My problem is for 5 years he didn't see
Hmm.
Yuza, or not Yuza, May. 5 years, and then he gets married. May never opened any of his envelopes because she stopped respecting him. So after a certain amount of time of not getting letters back, wouldn't any sensible father try to at least call her or come home? You know why he says he didn't come? Because he didn't know how to talk to her. What kind of a shitty excuse is that?
It's not an
I can't
excuse. I
imagine if
mean, if
my
you were a
father did that
parent,
to
if you
me. It's
were
like,
like, I think for this part, we I think for this certain aspect of the father, we probably won't really understand because we're not parents as ourselves. So, but if
we're
we were to
still
think
adults,
deeply,
Jonathan. I know
but
plenty of parents
but
myself. Plus, you know, I'm.
but if we were to think deeply about it, like he changed, and the fact is that he couldn't find a way to actually approach her because he felt really bad about
So he
leaving and stuff.
so he just left her and just didn't talk. Just kept sending her letters for 5 years.
Because it's hard trying to like say stuff in words. I mean, say stuff in person rather than just
So that makes
like
his
sending
actions
stuff like
okay.
that. It's hard. Okay, see that thing. This part right here. We, as people who are not married or not have kids, we can't really understand deeply of like what a parent actually goes
I'm
through.
talking about on a logic level, not on as an like because I may not have kids, but I know what my parents went through when music me and my sister because they often talked about it with me. Because I was the firstborn. I'm turning 22 this year, so you know, I, like my father's been in my life the entire time. So is my mother. So
Hmm.
to imagine my father, well, at the beginning of when I was a kid, my father worked so much I barely saw him. Later in life, you know, when he retired, um, we now, you know, he's at home and you know we watch football together, you know, and stuff. But yeah, like,
Hmm.
but here's the thing: he didn't just so when when this dude, the father character, says, you know what? I'm gonna go travel around the world. I'm not gonna take my daughter because reasons. She didn't want to go because
Well,
she wanted the school. Why? Why did she want the school so bad? What's so special about this stupid
because
school?
she wanted to look after her she wanted what is it? Uh she wanted to take her father's place because she was inspired by her father as a kid growing up. And before her father came home, she didn't realize that this is not what she actually wanted to do. She's just doing it because her father seemed like a cool person, but this is not something that she, as a an individual, wants to do.
Why didn't
As
she
a
go to
live
the
stream.
wedding? Why did Yuza and May never go to the wedding? They didn't know who their father. May didn't know what her mother looked like, and May and Yuza didn't know what her father looked like. When he came into the house, she thought he was a pervert. What, did they both have a bag over their head when they went to the marriage? Not one picture around the house of their we have a room, Jonathan, at my house where we have pictures of me, my sister, my dog, and family, and like bar and bat mitzvah photos of me and my sister. The thing when we become men and women. And we also have my parents' marriage photos. And even at my grandmother's house, there's pictures of both of the weddings of my father and my father's brother's wedding. Anyway, so you're telling me not one photo. She didn't keep one photo. And I was at a wedding just last year. I got a picture on my phone of a wedding these people were close to my mother. So we went to Boston, and I told you this, Jonathan. I actually called you in Boston. I think it was on, I don't remember when, but I don't remember what I was doing, but like during the wedding, like I had a great time at the wedding, and there was tons of photos. I took a bunch of photos. My sister took a bunch of photos. My mom took a bunch of photos, and we weren't even part of the family. You're telling me the mother and father, not one, and the grandfather didn't know who she was, Yuza. He didn't know. The grandfather didn't know. Because when he saw her for the first time, and she didn't know that was her new grandfather when she came here.
How recently did they get married, though?
They just moved in. They just moved in. And then the father's not coming. She said to Yuza, the father had to go away, so he's not going to be here for a while. And then he unexpectedly comes back. You're right, Cosmic. Welcome, guys. Welcome, Anime Troop, to me riffing on Jonathan. No, I'm ripping on Citrus, which is pretty much the same thing. Why is it even called Citrus? Why is it even called Citrus? What does it have to do with anything?
Alright. Well, let's see here.
If you have to look it up, it doesn't count. I know.
Like, let's see.
You have to look it up. That's how unimportant it is to the story.
No.
A show like Darling in the Franxx.
Think of an
It stars the Darling, which is Hero, and 02, and they pilot Franxx. I can't say that stupid word. I don't know why. It's two X's.
Hey Frank, how's it going? Oh, nothing much.
But man, I really want. Citrus can be a good anime. There's a story in there that's just. There's so many just things that don't need to exist in it. There doesn't mean that. If you want to call it semi-incest, I don't care. It's still incest to a degree, and the sexual assault.
But like I said, keep in mind that from the beginning, when May was
no, because she just moved in and she would have met her at the wedding. So you're telling me that Yuza, who is going to high school now, didn't want to go to her mom's wedding? Bullshit.
Maybe there's something in the manga that shows the wedding. I don't know. But
well, then why did that's such a crucial detail. I'm surprised nobody. Well, I haven't read many forums on it, but me and Matt were watching this anime together. I watched it separately, and then I went to see his reactions on it, and then he started pointing out problems as well. When I'm watching it a second time, I was like, "That's a good point, Matt. Yeah, why haven't you know?" So we were pointing out like things because it was so like they were so distracting. A good show could distract you from plot points. That's why when I watched Naruto the first time, I didn't notice many of the plot points. But I go through it a second time when I've already seen it. I notice a lot more of the flaws. You know, like how literally why didn't Jiraiya take Nagato back to the village, even though he has the Renegon, which is a very rare jutsu. I mean, the only thing I can think of is that Danzo would have taken his eye. That's the only other thing. But, and again, anyway, different anime, but my point is, Citrus looks great, and I feel like there's a story underneath, but man, like, that opening, the opening and throughout the show
I
with
loved it. I love the opening.
Well, not the literal opening. The opening's fine. But I can't like even think of if I literally could go through each episode and count how many times a character was sexually assaulted against their will. It's ridiculous. I'm not even joking. It was like I was literally counting. I was sitting there and counting because I was anticipating this review. I lost count of how many times. That's how bad it was. I literally lost count. It's ridiculous. It honestly is. I mean, I like Jonathan. We were talking before this. You said like there is, how the sisters do care for each other, and yeah, that'd be great. And if that was the focus of the story, like, okay, let me pitch a better story to you. All right.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So let's say Yuza fell in love with the pink-haired girl. I can't remember her name at the moment. And then May fell in love with the secretary girl. I cannot remember her name. With the
with
curl.
the nice hair, the curly hair.
Yeah. Who Yuza messes with.
The
yeah,
bushy
literally
eyebrows,
those two love each other. So why not them be the thing? And then, whether or not they support, like maybe May could be like. Maybe May like doesn't, like Yuza because she's unorthodox. Like how it was in the first few episodes, she thought Yuza was unorthodox, and over time, it changed, and then the grandfather also would, change. Like he had that change once he was in the hospital. Literally. Like I said, there's a story in there, and there would be no incest problem. And if they take the sexual assault, which doesn't need to be in there at all, it has no reason. It wouldn't be like it. Literally, they're literally attacking. Well, they're not like, but
it's just fondling. That's all it is.
It is, but it's still sexual assault against their will. That would be Jonathan. That would be like if I went up to a girl in the subway and just started.
But let's say like in the latest episode 9, the main the pink hair girl. I can't remember her name on top of my head, but like I said, she's very known for ruining things because she wants users to notice her. So, like I said, she blackmailed what's her name?
May.
Yeah, in order to get closer to Yuzu.
My question is, does she give her the phone? Is that just hers now? Because May didn't have an iPhone before, but now she does.
The pink hair girl temporarily gave her phone to May to contact.
Yeah, but at the end of the episode, we see that she still has it. So my question is, does she get to keep the phone? Because that would be much greater than May having to look for a payphone everywhere. And that kind of bothers me too. It's like, you're the student council president. What if one of the student council, and she's so busy with student council? Jonathan, did you know anybody in high school who worked for the student council?
No, I don't pay attention to this.
I was like, did you have any friends in high school
No.
I did, and I don't remember them having that big of like that. May literally, they dedicate so much time talking about the student council. Nobody cares about the student council.
Because, the thing is, she's just a studious person.
Okay, so. I get that. But do they have to force so much of the student council in? It's so
Well,
boring.
keep in mind it's probably different in Japan than in America,
Oh,
you
so you
know.
mean people in Japan find student council exciting?
Not exciting, but like the importance of the student council is probably different in Japan than in America. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Because,
I'll let that slide. I'll let that slide
like I
because
said,
that could be true, but
and because education is way more important than it is in America. So,
oh, Jonathan,
student council
congratulations. You
president.
got to me to agree with you on one thing. Congratulations. It's probably the only thing that will happen tonight.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, so yeah, it this
Like I
well,
said, this
I have
the
Yu-Gi-Oh on PlayStation Network. Jonathan doesn't. He's not one of us.
let me think. So, but like I said, I just like how, of course, you can say what you want to say, but the whole story is just about Yuzu. You know, while yes, she has these feelings for May, she has to figure out like how to um decide whether it's important to be act like her lover or just be a older sister to May. So as each episode progresses, we see her, learning through these different experiences.
Yeah, let's continue.
So like in the latest episode, after I mean I do like how she was the entire time the whole thing with May and the girl with the pink hair. Usually was just completely oblivious to what's going on. I did like that. I like that
Why?
a lot. Cause like I said, she doesn't understand like that her best friend she grew up with is kind of psychotic or very clingy. So
I was just saying
and like I said,
the whole that whole
it's
scene. I was just going
it's
slap her, slap her, slap her, slap her, because that's what she deserves. She's such a bitch. I don't know if you saw me, Jonathan, but I brought out my dual disc.
Oh, you did? I didn't even know.
Yeah, that's what I was literally just like literally walked off and grabbed my dual disc, and that's what that noise was. I clicked on my dual disc. Yeah, I have a lot of cards.
But
Anyway,
well yeah, because the whole thing is it's about I'm gonna just look up the
it's
girl's
about
name while I'm
family
talking.
love.
No, no, I'm talking about in recent episode. It's about the battle between May and that pink hair girl, and seeing how May really cares about Yuzu. Because in the latest episode, we realize, oh yeah, May really has feelings for Yuzu, and we actually see the other side of her. Instead of her just showing just a blank face and like having no emotion, we actually get a better understanding what she's actually thinking. Most times.
But Jonathan, made toys with uses emotions. That's not okay. And I know, like I told you
From the
before,
beginning, yes, she did toy with her emotions
and Yuza
because
even
she didn't
slapped
really.
her and told her not to mess with her emotions. That's when it tells you that that was not just groping. That was sexual assault.
And
Like, she
now,
did not
and
want
now,
that.
in the latest episode, after seeing the latest episode, we come to realize like why she, kept toying
But
because
it
yes,
doesn't make it
even though she
right.
does.
You need
I
to.
kind of feel like no, I kind of feel like you're just kind of a little triggered just by the whole fondling and
No, I'm triggered
the
because
whole
it's sexual
incest thing.
assault. No matter what you.
Yeah,
It's sexual assault, the incest, and the plot holes. Those are the three things that bother me. Literally, I just proposed a story that would literally be better and without, you know, any of that. Literally, they could be sisters. I don't care. They can have a forgetful father, whatever. But they can be lesbians. I don't care. You know, I'm open to that. I have bunches of friends that are lesbians. I
hmm
don't care. The problem is that they are stepsisters. They are family. And in the eyes of the law, they could never get together. when they're trying to show a slice of life, usually they are realistic. Usually. But when you're trying to like be realistic and show things that are against the law, like what if this anime hopefully doesn't inspire people to do kind of things like this? Ugh. Well, they're pretty brutal in Japan with, you know, the shit that they do. Like certain things that are, well, Japan's weird, man. Like they have some weird shit there. I mean, just play the Yakuza games just to get a feel. Anyway, total cat out of.
But I just think that just me watching the series, it does the whole sexual assault and the whole stepsister thing. It doesn't bother me at all because, like I said before, it's just about them learning about each other and learning that this is like I said, we're just seeing them progress as characters, and we will see how it goes when if they're really going to decide whether let's just stop. This is not going to work out because, like I said, like you said, yes, this stepsister is by law, but we're seeing them progress and seeing how their love is going to, you know, continue in the story. That's the thing.
All right, you know what? So, Jonathan, I've been ragging on the show, so I guess it's your turn to talk about the positives.
Okay. Well, like I said, the main characters is my main positive. They are the two people that makes the show great. Because Yuzu, she is a funny and kind of a ditzy character. And May, I kind of like May more because it's just mystery behind her. But and like I said, in the latest episode, we see more to her personality, so we get a better understanding of like why she did all the stuff in the previous episodes. And like I said, she just has a lot to see in a series. So, like I said, that's my main positive. My second is of course animation, superb, amazing. Like it reminds me, if you haven't seen the anime My Love Story, that's what the animation reminds me of. It's just so what is it? Oh, what is it? So colorful, and the saturation is just on. It's just
yeah. It's a very visual anime. The anime, you know, definitely looks good, but that doesn't save it, in my opinion.
We haven't really talked about Yuzu's best friend Harumin. I feel like she is a great best friend.
Okay, yeah, she's okay, if not violent a lot of the time.
She's just like that pretty. She's a chill, laid back friend really. She's looking out for her friend and stuff. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, looking out for her friend, and oh yeah, I want to talk about this. One of my favorite scenes from the series. Do you remember when it was Harumin and Yuzu? They were in the classroom eating lunch, and then the girl with the curly hair. I'm looking it up right now. Her name is Himiko, the one with the, you know, the spiral hair. You know, they were just talking and stuff, and Harumin feed Yuzu her food, and then Himiko had the greatest expression on her face, like, what did you just
when
do
she
that?
popped it in her mouth? Yeah, that was cute.
Yeah. Oh my
like
God.
I told you, there's a good story in there, just wanting to get out, but it can't. And like I'm saying, like the student council could still be worked into it if they really want it in there.
I mean, the student council is part of May's character, like.
Yeah, and that's fine.
She grew. And let me think. Shoot.
Oh no, Jonathan's run out of ammo. Alerted the media.
Easier when you Shut up. I'm trying to get my thoughts in right now.
I win.
But no, like so far, I liked the pink hair girl. Let me look her name up real quick.
No.
Shoot, Basri. When she came into the series, I knew things was getting better, cause she made because of her, we started to realize
Fam.
how important Yuzu is to Mei, and how much Mei cares about her stepsister. You know, it because I felt like when I was watching the series, it was like a battle of who's going to be Yuzu's best or favorite younger sister. I was like, this is amazing. This is so cool.
Because we've never seen that before.
Like like all the times we see the basic love triangle romance and stuff like that.
Yeah, but a lot of those enemies do it better. Toradora does it
What?
better. Golden Time does it better. Those were the examples I listed to you in Discord.
Like I said, if Citrus went with that love triangle route, I personally wouldn't like this series as much because the whole love triangle
You're talking about Love
trope is
Triangle, and
just
you're the guy who likes School Days. The literal, like, love trapezoid.
see it was the way that love triangle happened though. That's the thing about it. But this is not about School Days. This is about
Yeah, but
Citrus.
you have no good opinion because you like School Days, one of the worst animes ever.
I have the unpopular opinion because I don't listen to what everybody else say about the
I
series.
mean, I like the
and
Death Note movie, but I'm not insane
and
in saying that
bandwagon.
School Days is good. It's a 0 out of 10 on my scale because it gave me literal depression. And it's garbage. Anyway, continue. Hmm.
But all right, my favorite episode of Citrus. Shoot, I guess when I keep up getting that pink hair girl chick name. Matsuri. I guess when I would say episode 7-ish. Yes, 7. Episode 7 is my
Black Rose
favorite out of the
Dragon.
series
Sorry.
so far. Yeah, because Matsuri is just an. She made the series better. She was that character that was cockblocking the main character's goal, and that's what I liked about it. It's like, yes, we need a sort of a antagonist for this romance the series right now, just to see how the main characters will handle the situation.
Jonathan, are
And
you watching the
Matsuri
stream
as a
right now?
character,
Are you watching
Yeah.
the stream? Okay. I just wanted you to see what I was doing at that moment.
but like Matsuri, she's a very interesting character because we in the latest episode we learned that she doesn't get noticed by her parents because of work. They're really, into work and stuff. And Yuzu is that one girl that would actually that would notice Matsuri, and that's the reason why she hates Mei, because Mei's always getting in the way, bars, whenever she's trying to get close to Yuzu.
I'm just letting you go off on your own. I disagree with a lot of this, but
Okay, whatever.
I'm just gonna let you
But,
do your own thing. I said I'll let you talk about the positives. Wrong, but that's your opinion.
I mean, it does a good job of progressing the story. That's the thing
All right,
about
sure.
it.
If you want to believe it, go
If
ahead.
everything just felt all convoluted, no, like, yeah, this is not a very good romance anime. I would not be talking this much positive things about it if it was terrible. Cause
What
trust me, I've seen
positive
some
thing? You've
bad
only
romance.
said like one thing, and that thing is debatable. When I listed
And that
several
one-
things which are questionable.
I think because for most people that thing may make them feel very comfortable though. That's the thing. But me, it
Something that's
doesn't make me
illegal
feel
makes them
comfortable.
comfortable. Well, I mean, I guess if Grand Theft Auto can make people feel no, wait.
All the stuff that happens in Grand Theft Auto. Yeah.
I mean, violent video games equal violent people. Isn't that right, John?
We stop. Stop. How many people in the world play video games, and how come in the U.S. more school shootings
I
happen?
broke him.
Okay, be
I
quiet.
have broke him.
Be quiet. Don't be like Trump. Don't do that shit. Don't even come up. Don't even do that excuse, man.
I broke
All
him.
the school shootings that happen in America compared to all the other countries.
Hashtag has been broken.
Just real quick. I know this is off topic. It's not really the citrus, but let me just say one thing: the footage that Trump had, for the video game
This video
executives.
has been
I just gotta
taken
say
down.
this. That was so freaking low and dumb at the same time.
This video has been taken down
literally-
for political views.
Just for 1 minute, all right? This
It
man
doesn't
Trump
matter.
Literally had that Modern Warfare 2 scene where the airport scene, where you literally had the choice of skipping it or just go. You don't even have to shoot people. You can just literally not just go about the story without freaking shooting people. But no, Trump, his old ass, gonna be like, nope, this is violent. Let me put this in the video. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Whatever. I'm done. 1 minute rant about that whole video game debacle is over. But yeah, back to Citrus. Great series so far.
Going from shit to more shit.
I don't know where I would rank this this romance.
No,
anime
like the
as
conversation
others,
you were
but-
just talking about that shit to this shit.
Yeah, I know. I just had to go through.
So you agree with
1 minute
that
rant
it's
because
shit? Victory!
What? Citrus? No, it's not shit. It's not. Citrus is not a shit anime. Because the thing is, like I said, the whole steps of the thing and the fondling in the series is part of the story. As long as it's implemented well within the story, then I'm okay with it. If it's just added in there just to be like, hey, I'm gonna add this into my story. Here, guys, enjoy. Then no, I'm not okay
Honestly,
with it.
I thought the creator was just working some stuff out.
Keep in mind, this is what do you call it? Shoujo. I think it's a shoujo. I think that's what it's called. Shoujo. A shoujo anime, which is basically shoujo means a young female audience. So yes, it's going to include a lot of romance and a lot of
Sexual assault,
touchy-feely.
apparently. Finish it!
Not at. Like I said, it's a great shoujo anime. And if
We're
I
not
were
talking
to
about
rank
JoJo.
this-
Get out of here.
I said shoujo, not JoJo.
I know, I just wanted to make a cheap joke.
You're making my friend Cosmic mad.
Is he really?
I don't know. I feel like he's triggered right now. If he's still in here.
He's probably posting a bunch of pictures into Discord about now.
But shoot, I gotta remember all those. Oh yeah. So other than Citrus, that in my opinion, a really great anime, romance anime. Toradora, Golden Time, on top of my head. My
I showed
Love
you
Story, Say I
Golden
Love
Time.
You. Yeah, Say I Love You, and then there's Wolf Girl and Black Prince. Next to those romance animes,
honestly,
I
there's
will
only
say-
one good anime, one good romance anime that's out right now. And that
Mhm.
is Darling in the Franxx.
but it's
It is!
I wouldn't
It
really-
is!
the main genre isn't romance. It's mainly mechs and the mecha genre. That's the thing.
Yeah! But it's focusing
it's
more on
mechs
the people than it is
and-
the mechs. At least at this point.
But I'm talking about like purely romance. Like the primary focus is romance, not just oh yeah, it's action. It is just a tiny bit, a little grain of salt of romance. No, we're talking about purely 100% romance. You get what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah. Okay, so... It's funny, we're talking about...
Ho, B-Man, what? Who are you calling a kid, bro? No, nah, you're not. I'm not gonna let that slide, man. I'm not gonna let that slide. I see that. You acting like you slick. Nah, bro. I got you after the stream. I got you, bro.
Better watch out. He's coming for you. What you gonna do?
Like I said, once this series is over, my guess is I'm pretty.
You know what's gonna
sure
happen
it's gonna
when the
be-
series is over? Do you know what I'm gonna do?
What? What are you gonna do? Bro, Cosmic. Cosmic, bro. Oh my God, telling these damn lies. I got you, bro.
I
I
mean, there's
got you.
nothing wrong with it, Jonathan. Just embrace it.
Actually, Cosmic, that's my friend Omega. He hates good anime. Citrus is a wonderful anime.
This is coming from the man who likes School Days. You have no
Yes,
opinion.
I like School Days. I'm gonna say it straight up. I'm gonna say this right now. Yes, Citrus is a very fucked up show, but at the same time,
You said Citrus is a very fucked up show.
I said Citrus. My bad. School Days is a very fucked up
I
show.
win. I broke him. No, he hates Gurren Lagann.
I don't hate it. I just don't like it that much as I do.
Yeah,
with Kill la
that's
Kill.
why he has no opinion, because he hates.
Oh my god.
This chat is lit right now.
No, but like I said, yes, School Days is very fucked up, but the way the story progresses and the way the characters are developed in School Days, I like it for what it is. Okay, that's all I gotta say about School Days. Now,
It's another can of worms that you know. Wait.
but yeah, I'm very hopeful of the last episode of Citrus, because I've only read the first 2 volumes of the anime. Before they even announced this thing, I was already hyped up when I first heard about a Citrus anime. I shit you not. When I saw that Citrus episode 1 on Crunchyroll, I clicked on that episode so fast. Oh my gosh.
And then he learned what good anime was.
I already have good anime in mind, bro. I can list you my favorite animes.
We already done that in a separate video. If they want, they can check that out. We did it together. It was a collab.
You right. You so right.
Still have it too. I gotta actually, now that I have my computer back. So actually, I haven't showed it off yet. So I'm gonna take a little bit of time right here to show that off. It's right here. My new computer.
Hey, B-Man, stop flirting in this chat, bro.
Man can't hold himself back. He wants. I mean, this video isn't gonna be monetized, so who cares? Ain't that right, YouTube? Thank
Because
you.
my 1-minute rant on Trump.
Hey, man. Controversy is controversy, but you don't fuck with YouTube. You don't fuck with a man's video games. That shit's real. Hey, man, like, I don't care, like, people can believe whatever they want. They can believe in what God, they can believe in what president, they can believe in whatever they want, but you can't ignore the straight facts. That's what I don't. You can't ignore straight facts.
Wakanda's a real place. I got the facts.
Do I need to show you the way?
Dude, that's you. You know what? I'm not even going in. I'm not even going in depth. No.
I should just rename this stream to Jonathan Gets Wrecked. Over and over.
No. Everybody that's tuning in right now, I highly recommend Citrus if you are into romance and just shoujo. I said shoujo animes as well, because you will have a good time watching the show with the characters and the awesome what do you call it, interaction with the character, with that interaction with almost every character in the show. It's amazing.
You want a good anime? Go watch Darling in the Franxx. You want a good romance anime or whatever? If Jonathan wants to classify it as a mech, whatever, it's a great mech anime. Even if you're not into mechs, like some people here who shall not be named.
I mean, hey,
who thinks fucking Kill la Kill is better than Gurren Lagann? Which is...
I mean, hey, it caught me, like, the thing is, Kill la Kill story, seriously, it really caught my interest in the first episode, okay? And yes, I enjoyed the first episode of Gurren Lagann, but compared to Kill la Kill's first episode, it had me more intrigued to knowing what will happen next, and
Cosmic,
I
you
wasn't
might be
disappointed.
right. That's very because I did really like the ending. Actually, I watched Gurren Lagann many many times, and it gets better every time I watch it. It's in the top 10 on my list. Where is Gurren Lagann on my list? I have my list. I downloaded my list to my new computer so I can add stuff. Son of a bitch. It didn't transfer. It transferred the document and none of the text is there. Well, I'm gonna blame you for this, Jonathan. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, I don't care.
No, I'm laughing at V-Man's comment. Oh my gosh. Shut the fuck up, bro. Oh my god, y'all really just said that. Better get you. I used a monster and 2 traps. One can one shot master. That's debatable, Cosmic. That's honestly debatable.
That's tough, actually.
Well, I guess after we see the newest episode of Super, spoilers.
No, we won't. 2-week
Tomorrow.
break. 2-week break.
Wait, what?
2-week
lying to me.
break. Check Crunchyroll.
No.
Check
No!
Crunchyroll. Yep,
Oh my
May.
gosh.
Or not May. It's the 18th.
Bruh. No.
Yep.
So what am I gonna do on my Saturday night, yo? Come on.
I know what I'm gonna be doing.
I don't wanna know.
Not watching Citrus.
Oh yeah, it does come out tomorrow afternoon. I guess. Oh yeah, you already know. I'm gonna.
I don't
want to
watch garbage.
See, I think you just. See, here's my problem. Okay, I just feel like because you just see the sexual assault in the show and the fact is, oh yeah,
I've literally
they were
listed all the
stepsisters.
reasons. I literally listed all the reasons: the sexual assault, the incest, the plot holes, which I cannot ignore. They are a terrible family.
Do you think you're kind of like too easily offended though?
No, they are a terrible family. I have a lot of friends who, you know, and to have this feel like it represents them, it's insulting. This is not what people go through. This is it's kind of like what. Okay, Jonathan, do you watch Stephen Colbert?
No, I don't.
There was this ad about Star Wars where two fathers, were feeding the son Campbell soup, and they were doing it in like Star Wars voices, like, Jimmy, I am your father. No, Jimmy, I am your father. It's a really cute ad, and you know, and then there's this mother's movement is like, oh, Campbell's will regret, you know, showing a gay thing, and it's just like, people are so stupid. If people, I have no problem with gays, I have no problem with lesbians, I have no problem if you want to love whoever, but I have a problem with breaking the law. Incest is against the law, Jonathan, no matter how you want to write it. Incest, whether they are stepsisters or not, it is against the law. I have problems with breaking the law. In a video game, it's fine, but when, you know, this is a slice of life. This is a slice of life. This is supposed to be relatable. I don't relate to this at all.
I mean, you can still relate to it when it comes to just.
I can't recommend it, and that's the biggest problem. Like, I've been able to recommend Darling in the Franxx to anybody because, you know, it's a great show, and sure, you can't really relate to it because it's far in the future, but you feel the, you know, the motivations and the feelings, you know.
I mean,
Cosmic got
well,
the. Yeah, so I love to watch anime. I love romance anime. I love action, you know.
Wait, so
all
tell
that
me,
kind of
what is
stuff.
your number one favorite romance anime on top of your head? If I would ask you this question, on top of your head,
It's
favorite
either
romance
Golden
anime.
Time. I think it's gonna be Golden Time. Cause
I recommend. All right, I recommend two
and see, I could
good
recommend that
romance
to you,
anime.
Jonathan. And what happened? What did you think about Golden Time?
I liked it.
Exactly. I showed
Well,
this
let
to
me.
Matt, my best friend in the world, who I've known for over 15 years. I showed him Darling in the Franxx and Citrus. We watched them back to back because we see each over. We see, we hang out over the weekends. We have a beer and we play some games. But first we watch anime, and we discuss our thoughts.
Mhm.
Because he lives like right next door. That way.
Yeah. But what was I about to say? I
But
lost my train of
but
thought.
what?
But
Well,
okay, two animes I do recommend you checking out whenever you want. Is My Love Story and Love Stage. Okay. Love Stage, I came across that anime one time on Crunchyroll. I saw the advertisement, just the poster of it. I was like, you know what? Yeah, not like that. It looks pretty interesting. I like the art style looks fine. And I honestly didn't know what I got myself into until I watched it, but I still gave it a try though. I was like, you know, I'm gonna give this a try. This is new to me. I recommend watching Love Stage before My Love Story. Okay. Now I want to get your honest opinion on it.
well,
Whenever
Jonathan, I
you
did make you sit through school days.
and I watched it and I liked it. And like I said, next time
Another can of
I want.
worms. Oh my god. Cosmic, do you hear this man? Do you hear this man? He loves school days. I can't. I can't with this man. Dude, that show put me into depression because it was so awful. It's a 0 out of 10. This is the school days is the only thing ever on my scale to get a 0 out of 10. Whether that's shows, whether that's anime. Oh, I should have said cartoon shows, whether that's anime, because they're different. Movies, games. It is the only thing ever to get a 0 out of 10. I haven't even given anything a 1 out of 10. It's the lowest thing on my score. I hate it more than Citrus. By tenfold. Because you know what? I'm going to give my review for Citrus right now. The score for Citrus.
So far,
No.
not because it's not over yet though.
It doesn't
You can't just,
matter.
like,
It does not matter.
Oh.
It could end now, and it would have 0... It is... You know what? I'll be generous then. I'll be generous in its points. I'm going to give it a 5. And
Out of
that's being
5?
generous.
Out of 5?
Out of 10.
Okay.
It is
I mean,
a
knowing
decent...
you, oh yeah, suggest my friend Cosmic in here. But yeah, I'm listening.
No, never. Cosmic, you're not allowed.
It's because you're black. I'm playing. I'm playing. Always
about to get up and slap you. No, I don't care. I don't know.
I mean, okay, like one thing I will agree with you is the whole like marriage thing. All right.
Well, Cosmic, you
I
already
will agree
talk in
with you in that.
pictures. Like, just put a bunch of pictures, and it'll be like you're here.
But like Omega, your point with the whole like marriage thing. Why aren't they? How come they don't know that the mom?
How come they
or
didn't
the
go
dad
to the
got
wedding?
married? Yeah, I will agree with you. I don't have an answer for that. Okay, but other
Victory!
than that, that won't really ruin my experience with this anime because
But you got to admit, it's a huge character problem. It's a huge problem. Like, that just opens up a can of worms for the family. Why did Yuza not go to her mom's new wedding to meet her father, or just to go to her mom's wedding in general? Okay, what did she do? Just sit at home while her mom got married? And as we've seen, she has a great relationship with her mom. It's not like she had a terrible one. She works as a construction worker there. or whatever. We see her with a hard hat and like near construction, so I assume she worked. It's never stated. That's how well these people are built up, because we know their jobs. What does the father even do? He just goes around the world. Does he make money? We don't know. We know nothing about the father other than he's a deadbeat dad. And I know Dad is about to. He's not okay. He's not a complete. He. We've already went over that. He, for 5 years, he didn't. He only talked to his daughter through letters, which she didn't open, and only now, after he just got married, did he come home. And he didn't even. He didn't help them move in. He didn't. He just goes around the world. And he just got married to this woman, which is Yuza's mom. And he left again. We don't even know where he went. He's just gone. It's not like he has a job, he's going abroad. He's just gone. Maybe that was explained in the manga better, but that's a big thing to not mention. Like, all right, let's talk about in Toradora. Do you remember how shitty what's his
oh wait,
Taiga's
look
dad?
What Jessica said. Yeah, but look what Jessica said. She said, well, he did give May a teddy bear or a toy bear, and that's right.
Oh, that makes everything better.
He's a caring father. He cares.
He gives her a bit. That would be like he might as well mailed her a piece of
What?
He might as well mailed her a piece of shit. Just said Merry Christmas. Because this takes place around Christmas. Just been like, Merry Christmas.
But I will honestly, out of 10, I will rate this thing a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10.
He should have mailed her. No,
like,
he
so
should. No,
far
he should
from
have
what I've
mailed
seen.
her. This is what he should have mailed her: a picture, because she doesn't open the mail, and in the envelope, it's just like a picture of him going. It's just so infuriating, cause like the anime.
Yo, I think we should tomorrow when the episode comes out, we should
No.
do. Why? Why?
Because I don't
Why?
like the anime, and I'm watching it with my friend Matt, and I don't want to, and I don't want to do more reviews for the show. I want to just watch it with pain and silence. Deal with it. I'm wrecking fools in Yu-Gi-Oh! And in real life. It's double victory.
But you know what? Whenever that last episode comes about, I will give my final results on Citrus. But as far as right now, the
It's a
way
what?
this anime is going, I love it for what it is.
Number!
for what
Give
it-
us a number!
I said 9 out of 10.
That's bullshit!
So far, it's 9 out of 10, and it might stay at a 9 out of 10.
This
And it
man
might
has no
go to a
soul.
9.5. But right now, it's up there with Toradora as being, even though they are stepsisters. Wait, let me see. What did you say? Just it's weird two girls kiss on
Going
that
to
anime,
sleep.
though.
I'm
Even
done.
though they are stepsisters.
Going to sleep. I'm in my bed. I'm going to sleep.
I mean, maybe it's just me because I'm not really phased that much about it, but
Hey, Jonathan, please look at the stream right now.
yeah, I'm looking at it. It's like, it's weird two girls kiss on that anime. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, exactly.
Your arguments were so boring, you put me to sleep.
Oh my god. Chill.
High School DD. That show is okay. I watched like all the seasons. I think there's a new season coming. I think it's just a bit. I think it's a bit front loaded. That anime. It's a bit front loaded. Like, there's some good stuff going on in there. Like, I feel like it's a bit too front loaded. I have beaten Arc 5, the shittiest Yu-Gi-Oh anime out of them all.
Thank you, Jessica. I support you.
Don't pity him. Don't pity Jonathan. This man already has too much pity.
Honestly, I think I said what I had to say about Citrus right now. So.
Alright, basically, main point of this, go watch Golden Time, go watch Toadora, go watch Darling in the Franxx, do not watch School Days, do not watch Citrus, do not...
I mean, if you've never seen School Days, watch it as a first-time experience as an anime
No,
fan.
no, I can't recommend School Days.
I
Citrus is a 5 out of 10,
fan...
so if you are, like, if this stuff, like, incest does not bother you, sexual assault does not bother you, then okay. You know, then it's fine.
I will say this. If you're not bothered of seeing, sexual assault, blah, blah, blah,
oh my god, and worst of all, lesbians. Oh my god, we can't let the children see lesbians. The horror!
But look, if you're not easily offended by, you know, lesbians, by sexual assault, by
going fast.
What else did you
makes
say?
Me feel alive.
What else did you say? Just check out the anime Citrus. It is a pretty good.
You want me to fight Jock Atlas?
Anyway, that's really all I gotta say about.
Alright, so we've talked about how Jonathan's opinions are wrong. Moving on.
Hey, bro, I'm just saying, I don't get easily offended by this type of shit because I understand it's part of the story, and as long as it's implemented
Jonathan,
well.
it doesn't matter. It is illegal. You have to understand that it's illegal. It doesn't matter if it fits well in the story, which it doesn't.
So what you're telling me is what Light Yagami did in Death Note is illegal, but it's okay.
No,
right?
but you understood why he did it, and it doesn't make him out to be the good guy. You
but
interpret
it's
it whether.
Though. In your case, it's still illegal.
But the
to
police
kill people.
allowed him to do it at the end. They gave up and said, you know, we're gonna support Kira.
But
so
I'm speaking
suck it.
your case. On your case,
suck it.
It's illegal to kill people. Yeah.
Okay, but here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Light does not win in the end. Spoilers. Light does not win in the... Well, I mean, that enemy's been out for so long, if you haven't seen it by now.
Almost a decade.
Yeah, so... That's not fair, like... And the new movie just came...
You've seen the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have all the live actions.
Yeah. Which are... both... Which we did a thing... Did... We talked about the movie? I don't think we did.
I can't remember. No.
I know I talked about it. Good. Okay, to be fair, I had to think about it for a second, but like it doesn't. But my point is that he didn't. That he is not made out to be the good guy. It's what you interpret. That's like saying, is God the good guy or the bad guy? He's letting people. I'm not even going to get into that because you know. I don't want the comment section to be a nightmare. I mean, it's already going to be because of Jonathan's 1-minute rant, but you know.
I just had to get it off my chest.
No, Jonathan, you did not. You did not hit her. You did not. I can't do a Tommy Wiseau impression.
That sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I did not hit her. I did not.
That sounds like
Arnold.
mixture of Arnold Schwarzenegger with
Arnold.
Arnold. That's his name? Yeah. But yeah, like I said,
in my opinion, the only one that matters.
If you're not easily offended, watch Citrus. That's all I gotta say. And you, Omega, I want you, put this on your notes. Watch My Love Story and Love Stage. I recommend
Ain't
watching
nobody got time
Love
for
Stage.
that.
You got time to watch Darling the Franxx Circuit. But
Yeah,
Love
because I
Stage.
I schedule it because I'm in the middle of reviewing. Hold on, let me get the two games.
But yeah, like I said, I recommend watching Love Stage first. Okay. Please watch that anime. I posted in the picture in the Discord chat. Oh yeah, speaking of Discord.
No.
If you
Nope. Nope. You are not plugging
What?
that here. Okay, so I'm in the middle of
Wow. Wow.
Xenoblade 2, and as well as Batman. So I will be having that review. I will be having Xenoblade when I finish. When I finish Xenoblade, I'll have that review out, and I'm in the middle of reviewing Arkham Knight. The
We can't hear you.
Anyway. Okay, so what was yeah, so you know.
Did you turn off the live stream? Is it done?
No, it's not done. You have
shit.
eyeballs. Anyways, tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think Jonathan's full of shit? Yes, he is. Tell us down in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to me. And if you feel like you can subscribe to Caligold45. His channel will be linked.
My unbiased opinions.
His channel will be down
yes.
in the. Jonathan, shut the fuck up. His channel will regrettably be in the description.
Wow.
This stream
And
will
also,
be. Fucking let me
I will
finish.
be live streaming Dragon Ball Fighters in a little bit.
No,
so
shut the fuck. You aren't plugging. Get out of here. Anyway, this live stream, just like everyone others that I do, will be archived. So if you came in late or whatever, it will be archived for later. I'm gonna have to decide where I put it. I think I'm gonna put it. I have several different places. I need to reorganize now that I got my computer back. I need to reorganize my. I gotta get rid of some stuff that I just never finished. But yeah, it'll be there. Just look for it. Thank you guys for watching, and unlike Jonathan, I will see you guys next time.